welcome. Let me make sure sound is good. Sound is not good. And now it's good, technically. All right, I felt like playing some more ooh, Joy of Programming, so let's get to the programming. But first, I do want to look around again. I love looking around this little mini office here. How do I get up? E. Ooh. Ah. Boxes. Oh, wait. This good? Yes. All right. Slide door. Dude, this is the ultimate wish. If I had a... No! Oh. Well, that's how you exit the game. Well, that was great. Good job. GG. Well played, everyone. We did great today. We programmed absolutely everything and nothing at the same time. Let me start this back up. That's a little embarrassing. I just wanted to walk around the house, enjoy a little bit of sunshine. But no, look at this. If I had a place that I can just like exist, program, and have this as like my surrounding, oh, absolutely. The what is it? The highest tier of remote work right here. Although genuinely like, oh, I guess there's a path. Doesn't look like it's even like no, stop exiting. I just want to stand outside for a moment. Uh, fine. I won't go outside. I will be a good code monkey, and I'm going to smack the computer with my face. I wonder if they've made any updates. I still feel a little ADHD right now. Hold on. What? Okay. It's like a perfect fit this way, but apparently I'm too wide to fit this way. Oh, no, still too wide, still too wide, still too wide. Getting there. Slipped right through. Way too wide to fit through here. I wish I can write on this. Hold on, what's that say? Hello world. Oh, great. Oh, great. Thanks for letting me know I finished the tutorial. That's so sweet of you. Whoa, look at the size. What's up with my vision right now? I mean, the shader is a little weird. The shader is here, but then I'm here, and then I'm here. Maybe it's because, wait, maybe it's because of the light source? No, that doesn't happen here. So why does it go here and then it just kind of does that weird edge shading? Interesting, must be some sort of default. Well, our totally normal bike is still here. Actually, giving this game 10 out of 10 because they have jump mechanics, just because. There's no reason to have a jump mechanic here. We're just programming. Ooh, ah. This is how you can tell you're in a virtual world. Your mirror is a blob. All right, I think I'm ADD'd enough. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. What that? Oh, programmable cards, eh? I remember seeing this before once. Interesting. What that? Uh, uh, and I have a crouch. Super nice. Hmm. Didn't know I can do that. Jump, jump. I can't. Oh, I can. I'm on the. Oh, hold on. Easter eggs? Give me them Easter eggs. I don't know what's up here, but it's nothing. All right, I'm done. I think. Sometimes I'm either done or stuck or not done. What the heck? Invisible wall over here? You can't jump? Really? I'm gonna program from here. All right, let's go. Shoop. Okay, let's see what we want to do. Oh. right, thanks for that. Let's do a little bit there. Let's see. Basics, didn't we do that? We did that. We did that. We did that. We did those. If conditions, we did those. Military. Ooh. Creative. Stack a tower at least 15 bricks high. The rest is up to your creativity. That sounds fun. Out of individual voxels. I like this. Let's try it out. Let's get creative. Oh yeah, I gotta let my game connect. And then voila. Voila. Everything looks alright. Always gotta make sure my stream is smooth because sometimes I don't pay attention and something doesn't work right. Happens more often than you think. Hello? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Why am I in the dark? Did something not load right? Oh. Hello? I have code. Wait a minute. Huh? What? No. No. Why me no see nothing? Windows? Why me no see nothing? Okay, let's load that one. That one loads fine. Tiny house. Oh, it's this guy again. It's the robot. What? Why does it feel like a horror game sometimes? Oh. Oh. What? Okay. Thanks. Statistics, it is well known that the correlation does not imply causation. This means that just because two events or variables are associated or correlated with each other, one cannot directly infer a cause and effect relationship. Humorous examples of such spurious correlations include a strong relationship between the consumption of chicken and US crude oil imports. While they are statistically related, it seems implausible that eating more chicken somehow would cause more US oil imports. I mean, US oil imports is a big thing. You have to consider that everything can be imported, so I guess chicken can, but it would be like 0.01% of the total imports. We would have to eat a lot of chicken. So much that we can't even grow our own chicken, and then we gotta fully depend... Ooh, nice crown molding. Fully depend on imports to make up the difference of what we can't grow here. Then it would be a big issue. So there's slightly correlation, but it's a lot more nuanced than that. Okay, what are we doing? Sim, time. While the sim environment is running, okay. Environment manager, fair. This is a basic loop, alright. Oh, what am I doing down there? Alright, you typing over here. What do you got for me? Set data, remove data, RPC, store big data. Same as normal. This. Build voxel. Okay, so we're doing coordinates on a XYZ, color is red. Okay. Well, builder.build voxel. So vox builder.first is how we grab it. So let's just leave it outside of loop for now. So vox b equals to vox builder, voxel builder, that first. And then vox b dot build voxel 111. What's that do? Other than probably, yep, there it is. Get my little ooh. Oh. Okay. So what if I change to 1 1 2 on the z-axis going up? Okay, well now it's kind of not, there's no space left, so what if we do 3? Okay. Alright. So, we need to make a cube. with a base times height. We got to talk about parameter rather than the area. So we're doing geometry in a three-dimensional space. All right, so let's say we have a base times height case. We do need to do the double array down. So we got to create boom. We got to boom, boom. Where's my space that you can see? All right, so boom. So we create a starting point, 1, 1, 1, and then we got 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 4, 1, 1, 5, 1, and then 2, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. Then 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, and then 4, 1. So basically, we're counting to 5, switching it up to the other axes, counting to 5, switching it back to the other axes, going downwards from 5, and then going back to the original axes, going downwards from 5. Interesting. It looks, yeah, it sounds like a double loop, which we do 4 by 4, and then we can put another loop on the outside that'll increment the floor levels by the z-axis. Okay. Okay. So let's do a start x equals 1, start y equals 1, start z equals 1. We've got to get our kind of definitions down here. Now we can start basically building, but let's do it in the loop. Then this loop is going to go on for a long ever time. Do I want to do it in that loop? I probably don't want to do it in that loop. Let's do a custom loop. We're going to do 5. So for side in range 5. But then again, we can be a little bit more intricate with this. For side x, we have start x, so then we throw this in here. So we have start x, start y. It's always normally in a case of x, y, z, so that's why I'm already assuming the third number is going to go up. Start z. And then let's just do 5 in a row by doing start x equals to start x plus 1. Since we're doing side x, let's just do this. Not clear this. Reset. No. Reset this. There we go. Alright. Now let's see what it does. Hey, what? Hello? What? Huh? No. You're supposed to slow it down a little bit, buddy. Is it going too fast? Interesting. That's an odd case right there. So am I changing things? Side X. Side X in range. Well, it is gonna go 5 times. I'm increasing. There's no connection between side X as my variable in my for loop, which is give or take okay for now if I'm just testing stuff out. Start X increases by 1 each time. And since we're starting at 0, let's do side X. Oh, or side X, yeah, plus 1, because we're starting at 0, but let's do a 1 starting point. Maybe we can do a 0 starting point too. Okay. I'm not liking this so far. No. Hold on. Comment this. Let's just do print side X. Am I printing 1, 2, 3, 4? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I am. So why are we not doing multiple building parts? I don't really... Why have this? I don't want the time. The time is just messing with my logs. Okay, so this is going to print 0 through 4. Good. And then the pie job is closed. Okay. But then if I do the print of this, which would just be a added 1, so it's not going to start at 0, it's going to start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it works exactly as anticipated, so why am I only getting 1 block when I do 5 different incremations with the same function? Is it moving really fast? Hold on. Let's do a sleep one. Let's do it. Maybe computer thinking too fast for brain. For, not brain. For the animator. Let's do a second pause each. Ha! Wow. Alright. Yep, that makes sense. So it looks like the computer is just thinking hella fast and skipping every single possible generation until the very last one. Okay. Okay. So 111 is this point. The very center of this location. So what if I start at like -5? Is that gonna make it all the way in the corner? Oh. Where'd you go? No. Oh, true. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if I just do start X instead? So I don't have to use the loop numbers. Negative, 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 negative. Okay. So negatives do not get printed out, but 111 is literally almost center stage. I don't like how the array is arranged in this. So negatives are not visible. Okay, so what if we start at 5 and we... How far can we go? What's my limits? I know this is the corner. Okay. Oh. Oh. Really? Come on, dude. This is a poorly made grid. You can't just start in the middle and then leave the game on this side. Come on, devs. Come on, devs. You can't just have it like this. Come on, devs. Come on, devs. Why can't you do this? I'm gonna build a house over here. How far can I go with this? Let's just build. Let's go. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yes, yes, yes. Keep going, my monster child. Bomb everyone with Minecraft, Roblox blocks, whatever. Roblox, Mine blocks, Minecraft blocks. Oh, he's going. He's just going now. Okay, let's just watch how far it goes. That's amazing. We're at 27 blocks right now. Amazing. This is really just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep generating blocks in a particular direction for 200 blocks. Well, now we're out of the scene. Okay. Also, why is just the x-axis diagonal like this? Is this just supposed... Wait. So even the x-axis is is crooked? Is that supposed to be a more difficult case scenario where this is the x-axis? So now if I go back, let's just stop it. And hmm. Now I want to do a 4 side Y in range 20. This is gonna be just one of those poorly made puzzles, but good enough, I guess. Vox B, you would imagine the x-axis would be flush with like the block building, but we're doing diagonals. So, and then start Y equals to start Y plus uno. So now we're going to basically go up on the y-axis. Oh, no, we're not. Still drawing on the x-axis. Hold on. Why are you skipping? You should be doing this loop here. No, I'm just gonna stay in one spot and do it there. Okay, not quite. ¿Por qué? For the range of 200, and then we go into the range of 20. So basically it should go up and then go to the 2 and then go up again and then go to the 3 and then go up again. So we would essentially draw a graph. A boxy graph, but a graph nonetheless. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. What about if, wait, what if I print side y plus 1? Um, side y. Oh, you know what? It probably is going through all of it. Okay, okay. It's going through all of it. I just put the sleep in the wrong place. It's actually going through all 20 of them so quickly because computers think like a freaking beast. I gotta sleep that inner loop so that it actually registers the movement upwards on the y-axis. Oh, but hello? Start Y. You're not moving? Okay, great. Hmm. Oh, wait, no, I am. I'm using it. Side Y, start Y, start Y, start Y. Start Y is changing. Oh, start Y. Is it changing? It should be changing. Side Y, side Y. But it's not, though. It's just standing there. The number is changing. It's attached to the start Y Vox, unless I'm misinterpreting the way it's building. Uh, Mr. Voxel? Senor Voxel. How do I select you again? Alright, let's reset. There we go. XYZ, right? Oh, it's a... Uh-huh. It's a triple XYZ in its own... Got it. Okay. That might explain a lot, actually. So basically, I forgot to put an extra set because these are actually in the first attribute input of the build voxel function, which means that the second attribute input was something completely different. Let's see now. It should be building on the other case, or in fact, maybe it might even fix. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now it makes sense. Okay, I just coded it wrong because I was supposed to input a triple. Are we going 100? No, we're going 20. We're going 20. We're going 20. We're going. We're going. Oh, wait. Right. Okay. 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 All right. Let's call that there. Let's not go 20. Let's go 5, like the initial idea. 5, and then let's do 5 on this one, and then uncomment the increment for x. Okay, hold on. I do have to reset the grid here. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then? No. No. Oh, I did 50. It's supposed to be 5 and 5. Herp. Okay. 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 I mean... Okay. Alright. Cool. It's kind of doing something of what I wanted, but I get it. We're just going in an increasing fashion. Nothing's resetting. We got to reset some zeros so it starts from the top again. So right now, range Y. So this way's Y. This way's X. We are starting at 5x, so let's start here again. Now it should be over in the middle again, right? Okay. So now, okay, now can I do a negative 5? Can I go to the other side? The left side? Yes, I can! Okay, perfect. So now it makes sense. Cool. Okay. So I can start at negative 5, and maybe on the Y, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to fill this whole... I want to make a big house. I want to make a big house. Forget your small house. I'm making a big boy. I'm going to make it tall AF too. Alright. Yes. Kind of? I mean... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, I guess I'll do negative 4 because negative 5 leaves the stage. Alright, so I'll start at negative 4. Level... Right, level 0. We want to do level 0 because 0 is the base on any index. It's the beginning. That's why all these are hovering. There it is. Now it's building underneath. Very good. Very good. Now I'm aligned pretty decently. Alright, let's reset the grid. Alright, so we found a good starting point in this corner. So we want... Do I want to do this with an actual... A grid? An actual grid? Should I do this with an actual grid that I can develop? So I would have something like house equals for a wall 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and then wall 1, then empty 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Because then I can change the layout of the house this way. I should do it this way. And then 1 0 0 0 0. Because I want a doorway, right? I can make some doorways. I can make some windows. Wait, is there a limit to the code lines I can have too? That's the thing. This is how we create game levels. Different material, different number value. Walls are 1, empty is 0. I wouldn't call this house though. I'd probably say like, base blueprint? House walls. Okay, so for the viewers, I will do this as well. Hold on. Bonk. 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 No. 1 equals wall, 0. 0 equals empty. Here's how you do real comments that don't rely on AI. We don't do caps all the time in comments. We're too lazy here. So, okay. That seems alright there. And let's just call it here for now. If I should have just copied and pasted it. What am I doing? Probably don't need an extra here. Nope, wrong keyboard shortcut. Alright. So this is the house walls. So this would be the x and y coordinates. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8, 0, 9, yada yada. And then I have to test it against two things. Well, one thing. I have to test it against the array location. And if it is a 1, place a block. If it's not, do not place a block. So if... And then I don't even have to sleep on the non-placing blocks. So I just have to make sure that I put the block on the sleep on the Vox builder. So if how do I want to build it? Do I want to build it with coordinates? Well, house wall. Side X. Oh, that's a tricky one. It goes on the Y first, so X, and then a bunch of Ys, and then X increments, and then a bunch of Ys, and then X increments, and then a bunch of Ys. So we'll do side X to side Y. So if this is equal to 1, we build a wall, and we increment. We don't necessarily have to increment with the build, actually. We do need to print the build and sleep so it builds, gives it enough time to build, and then after the if is done, we increment automatically to keep going through our route. And this is just for at least level 1. We're looking for all the ones to build. If it's not going, if it's basically a 0, we don't have to include it in the else statement, because if it's 1, build. If it's not, do nothing, essentially. Oh, welcome! Hey! Oh, hey Bosso, what's up? Yes, it is you. The talk of the town. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. So, let's test it out. Oh, wait. House wall. I think I messed up the name. House wall Z. Did not put an S on this here. Make sure your variables are named. Uh-oh. Why is my insert on? Named accordingly. Also, if you're typing like this, and you notice that you're writing over everything else and not pushing it over, remember that there's a little button on your keyboard called insert. Fair. Don't worry about it, dude. Just don't worry about it. I don't see what the point is anyway. But thanks for joining up. Appreciate that at least. So yeah, if you have insert, it's overwriting any text that you're typing. So make sure you just press insert again on your keyboard to go back to insert mode versus overwrite mode. Also, the maximum, I mean, it's not really maximum, but it goes on further and further. If you press the right arrow, you have different hour types that you can plug in. So I think 2 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours? 2 hours was 50, 60? I can't remember. You're with headphones? Can you hear me okay? Everything good? Hello? Hello? Everything good? Alright, let's try this out. Alright, building. And then, oh, kind of. Okay, nope. Ah, yep, I forgot to reset. I forgot to reset. So it is technically building, but once I get to the end of the 4y range, I need to reset not only start y plus plus, that's the if I get back down here instead, start y back to there. So now that will go back to the beginning instead of continuing this odd random placement here. Not even random, it's actually the beginning and the end of these lines. So building here. It's a custom build. It's not interesting. Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay. So we are running by the blueprint of our house walls. But it's not completely set yet. Because I have how many? Ah, I have a length being set here. So I want to do the range of house walls, the length. Of 0, side X, so LEN of house walls. That'll go by the amount on the array here. So the length of this will actually change the loop. So we kind of did it, but we're doing it on a 5x5 basis based on the range of 5. We got to make sure we adjust our range for loops to go through the full blueprint of our array. I live in the United States and in Bulgaria. I have 2 places that I live in. I'm a dual citizen. Currently visiting family in Bulgaria. So, range here, here. Now this one's gonna be for, hold on, downwards. So the Y, the X is downwards, the Y is this way. So I believe this actually, I can just do the length of a regular and then the length of one of these options here. My cat's chilling outside on the patio. Probably just baking in the sun. He comes and checks on me once in a while. Oh, hold on. Let me reset. So we're building based on this blueprint map of house walls. 10. 10. Stop. No. Stop it. Oh, the range is too big. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, when you do something perfectly pseudo-coded mind brain and then translate it to code, it's so beautiful to see. My PC is a black case, my dude. That's it. My PC is a black case with an ASUS motherboard. The specs were listed. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't feel like showing anything. I'm not here to do show and tell. I am showing programming, and if you're interested in it, kudos for you because you're willing to update your knowledge on the future. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to go over my computer specs again, since I already did in the last stream. I don't want to basically repeat the same thing every stream. It just sounds a little redundant. Alright, so we've got a decent first level wall. This is perfect. Okay. Although, I don't like that it's going into the crowd. So what I'm gonna do is I need to extend this. We're basically, these zeros are more width and less height. The thing about arrays and geometrical shaping in gaming environments, like we're looking at it this way basically. If I can align this with the code, the blueprint code, the ones are the wall, the zeros are the empty space. So we're looking at it in this sort of vertical space. One's in the middle. So we had to go to -5, -4 up here to start, and then start creating from there. So it's going from here, starting this, but really it's still going from left to right, but it's translating from right to left. So there's a weird adjustment you have to do based on taking a set a code array encode where we're essentially starting at a index or a two-dimensional index array of 1 1, and knowing where it begins, and then it's just not always going to be intuitive. That's the only thing. We're reading the array from left to right, but it's placing blocks from right to left. And then it's basically doing that over again, especially with the next layer here. 1 here, 0, 0, 0 in the middle. I mean, basically, let me see. I can do this real quick. So this is this. Nice. And then your wall here is the first one here. Then this is this one here. This, again, the next one here, because these are blocks basically being built over and over and over and over. So you are constructing a kind of, it's a little bit backwards. Again, intuitive is weird. Intuition is weird here, because you got to take the left to right concept here in the array that we read it. That's the first layer. And then we go to the next layer, read it left to right. The third layer, we read it left to right. Fourth layer, read it left to right. But this here is actually reading it in this direction, or at least it's drawing it. And this is probably due to the fact that the developer has created this grid to work in this way. And that's it. Just a grid working in a specific way. Oh, what is wrong with your code? What do you need help with? You are going at it again, my dude. Loving to spam, but I'm not sure what your intentions are. You seem very odd, very sus sometimes. Like, reminds me of one of my Twitch streamers that try to do something silly on my computer. So, at least we got level 1 built. You don't pose yourself as a very interested person. You're just kind of pushing your way in through the crowd trying to get attention. So what is it? What is it you want? What is it you actually want? Come out with it. Debugging? Okay, that's fine. What's your game? And again, the Patreon, I do one-to-one sessions. That's it. If you need any help with that, I can help you with that. But it's kind of hard to exchange details over a chat, so consider that. But yeah. So, creating the first layer of the house. Now we want levels. So let's say we're gonna have 5 levels. We're gonna start with 0, the base floor. Do we have a, I don't think I need an actual, I don't think I actually need a variable for this, because I can make that into a 3rd-dimensional array here. But now, this is the Z. Okay, so 4, start Z, in range, let's call it 5 levels. I'm gonna highlight here. I use a bunch of different, yeah, I use X and Insta. I'd use both of those. You can find it hovering around, or just look up Christoph. TWL Christoph. I used to do journalism for TechWare Labs. And you can find me on Twitch, well, Twitch. Twitter, which is X. So, I try not to get too distracted, because that brings me out of my programming mode, so I'll try and reply, but when you keep asking questions, I'm gonna less likely answer, because I need to focus in sometimes on just the way I work. So we're gonna start Z though. Hold on, see, I already made a mistake. Starting in Z, start Z as far as our valuation here. And then once we're done with the first level, which means I'm going back down, so then we have start X equals -5, starting at the very beginning. And then start Z plus plus, or no, we can't do plus plus here, we gotta do start Z plus 1. So we build the X values, or the Y wall, we move on the X to create the empty space. And then we continue resetting both Y and X, and then continuing on the next level for our Z. All right, looks good. So let me reset that, and let's run it. This should start building a house for us. Oh, really? You don't like that I'm building a big house? That's not fair. Wait. Hold on. Incorrect. Something is resetting. I think this was the case here. Start X resets. This doesn't work here. Okay, so I'm resetting X each time we leave a loop here. I feel like I didn't... Hold on. If this for loop here, increase Y. Start Y. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Just to friend someone that you don't know. Friendships, I need everyone to understand. Friendships take a long time to develop. If you want to be an acquaintance and you want to chill with me on stream, that sounds cool. But I'm very realistic. I'm very old-fashioned when it comes to friend. You can't just kind of, hey, you talk to me on, hey, you talk to me on stream and all of a sudden we're friends. It doesn't really work that way. But you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on X, you can basically follow me, but I'm not this like streamer that's about to like start befriending everyone that messages in chat. So yeah, I appreciate you being here though. Definitely appreciate you being here. If you want to interact with the current interaction of us building a house and programming, sounds great. Ask questions. What is the array loop? How are we building this? We're building this based on literally a double array map of how I want the house to be. Or at least there's the walls, the layout of the walls. I can maybe even make rooms, which would be pretty cool once I kind of change these into ones and stuff. What's your fetish, my dude? What's your fetish with my PC? What is it about my PC? What is it about my PC? I don't understand why you have to spam. But I appreciate it, man. Yeah, keep spamming. Keep going. So I'm resetting this, which is not having a good effect right now. At least on the case of the for loop here. I finish all of my walls in a Y range, and then I reset back to the top. For side and house, range 5, length of walls. If I remove this though, something's gonna get weird. Aha, fair enough. Yeah, good. Placement's not in the right place. Appreciate that. I'll put that sucker over here, nothing happening on this side. Especially with the spamming guy over here trying to take over chat space. Welcome in, bro. Yeah, we're basically building a house, and I'm using a map-based process to essentially create the double array, map it out the way I want, and then checking for the ones and zeros within the if statements to basically lay a wall down or do nothing. I mean, bro, it's just a PC. It's a black PC. It's a T crate. It's a very generic case. It's a black crate. I don't know what to tell you about my PC, but keep asking. That helps out a lot. And plus, again, I showed you all the specs on the PC yesterday, and you just have to go into the stream and check it out when I pulled it up. Otherwise, I don't know what the deal is, but I do appreciate you messaging in chat. Always appreciate. So I'm using this little grid here, setting it up. I got a range now for the Z index is gonna act as the floor. So it's really tricky to work with XYZ dimensions, we're kind of weirdly doing this out of order. We do the Z dimension first, X for walls, side Y for another wall. Uh, but I'm basically, I think, yeah, I showed it here, right here. There it is. So this was the image that basically replicates what I'm doing on the actual index. No, dude, you're adorable. Keep going. So I'm taking each wall this way, but it's reading the index from left to right. And then after it reads the first line, it drops to the next line. Next line is one first, a bunch of zeros, and then another one. So blues are the ones for the partial walls, and then a bunch of zeros for the arrow, and then another wall. So even though our array is reading left to right, we're kind of like, the first thing I wanted to do was just kind of lay out a foundation to kind of figure out what the actual orientation of this graphing process was, because it's, I guess, programmed within this dev environment for Joy of Programming. If you haven't seen that, really cool game. Great for practice, great for kind of getting that intuition for how you can essentially program automations. And we're trying to automate the process here for our house. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I wanted to reset back to the beginning. Resetting back to the beginning. And then increment start Z plus plus, which will increase the floor level and then continue on the same path on top to create basically a giant box. Um, hmm. Okay, so that's basically the idea, but I'm having issue now with the reset here. The for loop for the Z index is chillin', not really increasing. I'm always resetting start X, which is probably in the wrong place. I feel like I have to do it here, but kind of not really. For first tab, second tab, third tab, which is inside the third for. Oh, for at the end. Once we're done with this, we reset Y. And then we go. Yeah, see, that's the thing too. I don't want to reset X here because that'll mess up my walls. Let me see again. Let me actually reset this. Yeah, I mean, I love Python only because like it's just an interpretive language. It just basically works exactly as you work it live, modifying things. JavaScript too, right? JavaScript's not compiled. Lua, uh-oh, hold on. It's doing that thing again. Man, what? Lua's great for Roblox though, I must say. I do very much enjoy. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. I think these should be. Hold on. I modified stuff without really adjusting everything. Let me go back. Okay. All of this is in the for loop. So all of this should be tab. Okay. And then I can do for. That's what I did wrong. Side Z. For side Z in range of 5 layers, we're going to have 5 floors. There we go. And then here I'm going to reset start X to -5. Okay. Okay. But then I'm also going to increase start Z. I'm not doing it the most efficient way, by the way. I know I can use certain values in particular cases. I'm just approaching it the most direct way. +1. And then that should change the floor to the next. Reset the X location. Reset the Y location. And then start all over. I think that's it. I think I just kind of modified things in an odd way. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now we're starting on the other walls. I am doing this extra 1 second wait for no reason, but hey. You can actually see it live, which is pretty cool too. Okay. Nice. Now, I'm hoping I can reset correctly to the next layer. Yes! Yes! Home, sweet freaking home. I don't know why we're doing this in like a church or whatever. I mean, that's not a church. It's like a museum or something. Okay. And then we repeat the same pattern based on the map. Nice. Cool. Okay. But it is too big because the completion is 0%. They actually want a tiny house, unfortunately. So, alright, you want a tiny house. I'll give you a tiny house. I'm going to comment this out. All I gotta do is create a house walls, a new one, for tiny houses. But I really want to make a giant one. That's kind of why I wanted to do this one. So we're gonna give it 5 by 5, I guess. So that's 5, 4, 5. And then here, just 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 values. So then I'm just going to take these, throw them here, and put a 0, 0, 0. Copy this, put it here, copy this, put it here, and finally the last wall here. But then there's an extra comma there. Reset. Oh, and let me get rid of this extra sleep over here. It's kind of annoying. Slows it down a ton. Oh, wait a minute. Hello? Oh, why is there an extra here? Okay. Syntax error. Humans. Boom, and then the last wall. Now we're gonna go up a next level. And this is essentially how you, in the super basics of things, if you have like a 2D environment, this is how you'd create a map for your game. Zeros and ones, and then if you have any other items that you want to add to that, you would use different values. 2 for fruit, 3 for whatever. If you're making like a snake game or something. How tiny you want this? Or how big and tiny? I'm on floor 4. Is it too tall for you now? Oh my god. Alright, fine. It reset me. Use the Vox Builder. We are building tiny house. There's no time requirement, right? Because some of these have like a time requirement. Fine. Let's make it longer. By 2 extra values. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here. Here. And then here. But then again. Okay, and then not make it as tall. I guess I didn't like the tallness, so I'll just do 3. I don't know what it wants. Maybe I have to close it at the top. Make a final floor. I guess the house has a roof, right? Kind of therapeutic if you think about it. Yeah, Joy of Programming also is the name on the stream. So if you look up Joy of Programming, you can find it on Steam. Super sick game. Love it. I think maybe I'm just starting at bad coordinates. How about we adjust some coordinates? Let's, and this is bad practice on my end. I didn't really use side and anything else. I have to have like a SX equals to -3. And then use SX start X on another case scenario. I'm just being messy right now. I don't care. -3 instead. So SY. Because I need to use that same start case scenario over here. So I can just flip one variable. without having to go through the whole script and change every single value to its original or to its starting point. A window too. I wonder if the door. I wonder because I didn't put a door in, it didn't count. No, it's too long. It doesn't like it this long. It went too long. Okay, fine. Delete by 1. I think by 1. I think I'm not liking this requirements. There's no like explicit requirements on the dimensions, so I'm literally over here guessing what the dimensions should be. Unfortunately. Ah! I got the max. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's see what else stops it now. We don't have a door yet. Maybe I should make it longer. I'm so lost in the requirements. Sometimes it goes up by a block, other times it takes like 2 or 3 blocks to go up. But so far so good, right? Okay. A house without doors, it's totally fine. Totally fine. No problemo. We'll just smash in through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Hey! It looks good, but I'm gonna it stops here. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'll make it a little bit wider. Because it looks like I'm almost there. Which means I'm just gonna add another array here. Section for the wall. Maybe 2 extra, so I can make it a little bit longer. Oh, now I do have that 1 second sleeper. Right here. Because if I do it any faster, it's literally gonna like not build anything. That animation's about like half a second, if not a full second. So it's just gonna start randomly placing blocks. I had to slow down the script so the animation would actually take hold. Oh, are you kidding me? It's too long for you now, you piece of... Alright. Fine. Fine. Take 1 out. And do it again. Cool, bro. We got a good PC. I have most of my PCs have AMDs though. I'm a fan of AMD. Not a big fan of Intel anymore. They're kind of behind on the technological improvement scale. Are you kidding? So it was just too long regardless. So take that down. 1 more then. And then I'll increase the height another 4 range, maybe 5. Let's do 5, maybe 5. I just want to get to 100 and get this done. This is annoying. Nah, you're fine. I don't know what you want really in the end, but you got a good computer for the future. You're pretty set for a couple of years forward. I mean, I have a 3070 NVIDIA that's basically like 4 years old. And it does great in modern day tech, especially AI. But in the end, if you're doing hardcore AI stuff, you might want to get an H100 if you can afford that. But for me, I do basic AI stuff. I don't know why you're doing that, but I appreciate it. You are an interesting one, my sir. You are an interesting one. Is it gonna get too tall now? If it gets too tall, I'm not gonna be happy. Yeah, they literally have a specific, like, requirement. And the requirement is when we get to the... What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3... Third floor. When we get to the 3rd floor, we basically have to build the roof. So that means that if house wall equals to y, 1, that's one case to basically build, or side Z is equal to, well, range of 3 is 0, 1, 2, 2. So on the second, we're basically gonna always be true on this side, even though this might not be true based on the hall wall schematic. Side Z is gonna force a kind of bypass to build continuously on every single X and Y coordinate. Just with one little adjustment. That's it. But this is hoping that this is the third floor. 1, 2, 3. I think it's the third floor. That means we basically do the same thing. Just add the third floor as a full box top. Yo. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the subscribes. Always appreciate peeps coming through. And chatting. Right. It's just kind of like a logic gate, I guess, process. You kind of, the OR is so powerful in certain case scenarios. And is super restrictive, so very specific. But I like OR for usage whenever there's like a multiple conditional situation. In this case, either house wall or roof, and we're on the roof now. So this should basically still get through even though the house walls are in the way. Yes! Wow, it's a beautiful. Math logic, baby. Yeah, double and or double. Oh my, that's it. That's literally the size they wanted, I think. Unless. What the hell do you want from me? Oh, what do you want from me? What are your requirements? You must lay bricks accordingly, but can choose color as you fit. What's accordingly? Where is your coordinations? Look at the data exchange for building plan. Oh, I hate the data exchange. I can't read that too. Oh, so really I could have just extracted the data plan from here or something, but that's weird. It's a, where's the room? This is just a cube. This is just a full cube. I don't like when other people give me requirements to build something. They don't know what they're talking about. Never. Alright. Get data number. This doesn't make any sense to me. What if I just print okay, hold on. Let's see, DE equals to data exchange dot database dot get. No, hold on. Data exchange dot get, or first. So then DE dot get data. So that should bring me the data from here. But I want to just print it so I can maybe see it on a bigger delimiter space because it's kind of cut off and I don't know what the heck it's talking about. Nope. Oh, sorry. Did it again. I don't play Roblox. I code in Lua and Roblox Studio, but I'm not a fan of playing Roblox. It's kind of boring to me. What did you need? Get data. Missing one requirement. Key. Oh, fair. What's the key for this? Hello. Voxel target. Alright, so I need voxel target. Get data. Voxel target. What? No. Okay. What kind of segmentation is this? Is this like, it's building it up? Okay, so it's, oh my god. This is ridiculous. Okay, so it's doing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's just kind of building on top of itself. And then over here it's 1, 1, and then open 1, and then open 1. So it's like from the center point of the house. So it's one wall. 3 blocks, then another 2. Oh my god, what is this? What is this blueprint? I don't like that. Like, is it really that difficult to like just look at this and be like, look at the blueprint. It looks like a floor. 0, empty, 1 wall. What the fuck is this? What kind of monster piece is this? Monster piece. 0, 0, 1. I almost think it's like floor, floor, wall. And then next to it, floor, floor, wall. So it's kind of like starting from the center. Floor, floor, wall, floor, floor, wall, floor, floor, wall, and then floor, floor, or wall, wall, wall. I mean, there's a corner here if I look at it really. There's another corner here. Another corner here. And then a corner here with an extra 1 that doesn't make sense. There's like a block and... Oh, maybe that's the doorway. No, that makes the room very tiny. I cannot picture this at all. I don't like it. But I'm close, so I'm gonna ignore that. I don't care about your stupid data warehouse thing. You can go and just shush. I don't need that in my life. I just want... Maybe it's because of the door. Alright. Maybe it's because of the door. Let's give it a door. Where would I put it? So, X here, Y on this side. So I think this is gonna be where the door is. Maybe it's because of the door. We don't have a door. Maybe I didn't get enough points for the door. That's what I'm gonna guess. Because it seems big enough, even based on the data warehouse. If it's 3 up, I can tell that's the height. Each inner array was 3 boxes. Wait. Oh, I guess my door is on that side. Never mind. Alright, that's my door. No, I mean, I'm not even disturbed. I'm just chilling, programming. You can spam chat all you like, honestly. It's fine. Just as long as you're cool with me doing the thing I'm doing for and programming and the current focus of today's topic, which is building a house out of these voxel blocks. But you feel free to spam chat all you like, my dude. Alright, then we got the ceiling. But it's not going to be enough because those blocks counted, so we'd probably be finishing less. Maybe? We finished a little bit less. Okay. Bring back the stupid blueprint. They do have a blueprint, and I can mimic the stupid blueprint. But I'm going to mimic it in my much cleaner, laid out way. Once I kind of get the idea of what they're trying to build here. Can I copy? Can I copy this? Copy. Copy this. Okay, or not. That's adorable. So... Okay. Unless there's a floor. There's a floor and there's a wall on top and maybe it's like 4 sections. Floor, corner, 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 top. No. Because the top would be closed, but this one's open. It's a 1-1. It's like an L with a middle. I don't know why that's the case. Because then we have, okay, we have, let's say, a top right corner of the wall. And then we have the bottom right corner of the wall. But that's kind of it. Unless it's like a weird 3-dimensional, like, L as in, like, the wall and then the roof. I guess I could do that too. An L and then the roof. So the wall, ones, and then the roof on the top. Building, and then you have another one here, and then you have 2 flat walls. And then I guess that would be something like a door. So its height is 3. You've got 3 this way, and then you've got 3 up. No, the 3 up is the height. It's 6 wide. So maybe that's a case to consider here. Range of 6. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. How many array pieces I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially. But I did that already. I tried a sixth array piece, which didn't necessarily fill in or really work. Whoa, let go, let go. Can you not fuck? What do you? Okay. Look, I have a little brother, and he's way more annoying than you are. For the record. I'm used to kids, don't worry. I actually teach kids all the time, so I know how they work, and definitely... No, see? It goes back to 0. They're definitely counting a certain amount of width, height, and then blocks on top of it. So that extra length in the array is not so bueno. Same thing, just Chris MIA. You'll see it just hovering down on that little bottom part there. Little coding, programming, engineering, and IT. It just keeps on spinning. You'll see it in there when it pops up. Are you really? Are you really 6? I mean, I figure you'd be a little bit older, like 8 or 9, but because you have, if you win in Roblox, I will leave and will not disturb you. You use decent level words. Disturb is not a 6-year-old word unless you watch a lot of YouTube, then I'm sorry about that. You're probably a little bit scarred, kid. But I'm sorry about the future. It's a little cray cray. Alright, so I reduced that array by 1. I got the roof going. The door's fine. Now, the only customization issue is if I wanted to have like a window. If I wanted to have a window, I would have to restrict on side Z1 on just one coordinate location. So even if it is, so then I kind of have to do like an and. If it equals to something else and that, it's like a little bit of an extra logic just to kind of extra logic for a little hole in the wall. I can have house walls be multiple layers too, like a 3-dimensional. Because right now it's only 2-dimensional. Which would actually make more sense if I make it a 3-dimensional because we're building a 3-dimension. So I can convert house walls to 3-dimensional and be a little bit more specific. Which basically means this whole section is one wall. One layer. So that goes in its own array. And then I do another array here, but then I have to readjust the way my XYZs work. Which is only one place I need to readjust actually. So then I take this, copy and paste again for layer 2, 0, 1, and 3. So that's the first floor, second floor, third floor. Right now it's just a replica of each other. We can kind of remove this extra logic for the if statement. We do want to add a side X value for the current side Z. Sorry, side Z for the first location because we're doing floor 1. And then the outside loop goes to floor 2. But also got to adjust here to 0. because we got to go inside of one of the arrays to figure out the length of each value, and then I got to go in again to figure out the y and then the x, and finally here house walls overall without any internal probing there. You need to go through IT, networking, and a lot of things. If you keep up with the channel over time, I'm sure you'll learn, but I'm not a hacker. Don't think of me as a hacker. That's pretty silly. Silly and lame, actually. I don't claim to be anything other than a teacher in mathematics and programming. I've been doing it for 15 years. Mostly math, probably programming for the last 5 years. I used to work at Take Lessons where I was teaching a lot, actually. I was teaching Roblox Lua. I was teaching just regular kids like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Learning how to program and computer logic. Everything from the basics all the way up to computer science ideas like sorting arrays. It's been a long time since I did sorting arrays, but there was 1 or 2 students who were really good at programming, and we kind of went into the further sort of logical aspect. Basically, I'm a teacher in logic. If you need some logic in your life, like and subscribe. Isn't that a fun way to say it? If you need some logic in your life, like, subscribe, and keep in touch if you want to build that logical muscle of yours. Let's see. I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. So we have the 3-dimensional now house walls configured. I'd have an extra comma here. I don't like that. I don't collab other than with friends that I've known for a long time. I'm talking 10, 15 years, probably before you were born. Plus, why would you want to collab with me? I'm just a random dude on the internet just teaching. Like, what's so interesting about a teacher? I mean, granted, most people watch and learn as they go, but to be interactive with a teacher sounds like you want to go up to the teacher when he's grocery shopping. Like, yeah, we exist outside of school. You're not gonna come say hello and be like, you're my favorite person in the world. It's like, oh no, it's that teacher. I didn't know they went outside in the sunlight. Like, what's your interest? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We got walls. I'm not flattered. Not easily flattered, but thanks. In fact, I don't know how to take compliments other than thanks and appreciate it. So that should be the case where we have house walls. The first round, house wall 0 goes to the next loop of the wall, and then finally each individual wall themselves. This is just the scan of the layout, and then side Y is the actual building of those layout pieces, blocks, and finally this should range bump us up on the next Z. Okay, I think. Nope, something broke. List object, house pie, line 34. Line 34. Range house walls. Side Z. In range house walls. Huh? Oh, I need length. I need length. I forgot to put LEN here. I don't normally collab with people that try to distract me from the things I do. I like to be productive, and there we go. That should basically do the same thing, but this is gonna go back to the full walled-in shape. Oh no! Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I did actually add a 0 there, didn't I? Somehow, for some reason. Let's see what it looks like. Right, okay, so that's the case where I gotta actually organize each individual block or each individual layer of that level. A bit more intricate. So, first floor is yeah. Second floor is yeah. Third floor is yeah. So third floor is gonna have a full 1-1-1 build without any extra logic involved, which the logic's nice, but sometimes it just gets a little extra. The main floor, I wonder if I just make that a full out floor and put a hole in, would that be enough blocks? Like, I kinda wanna feed it a little bit. Can I cheese it? Can I cheese it with a little hole for a door and then I put extra blocks in so I can finalize the full shape? Let's see if I can cheese it. I'm not a collab kind of person. Appreciate the interest though. No, I can't cheese it. Oh, you bastard. Oh. It doesn't count the middles. You. Your algorithm's tricky. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll play by your rules. Your silly, silly rules. So, I realized then, certain cases when they get filled count, and other cases when they don't get filled do not count. To me, that sounds like there are some checks for zeros and ones, checking to see if there is a block there. So I'm going to really pay attention now and see where the windows and doors got to be. Good, 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 good. Okay. Ah, that was a window. Another window. 2 windows, huh? Give me your algorithm. So 2 windows and a door. And I guess technically that was a door. Was a door. But it's not really a door because I made it a window for some reason. Ah, the internet's a funny place. Appreciate you joining, Kai. Thanks for being in. Alright, so then I need to go back. Go back down. This door should work with this floor. And then maybe I'll put a 0 here for a window. And a 0. It's gonna be in the middle floor. 0 here, kind of across from each other. Oh. Maybe no. Maybe I'll do it 1 here, 0 here. Because I did notice the algorithm was counting kind of like 1 space between them for the windows. Yes, I play chess. It's the game I've played since I was like 5 years old. See? That was a weird one. Like, the window has to be on that specific side. Like, they're making the requirements extremely specific. I guess that's why you should use a data center. But I feel like figuring out what the pattern is manually. So then, those 2 shouldn't be the window. They should actually be over here. And they should probably be this and this to be flipped to zeros. They're so specific. Alright, So that means back to the layout. I'll put this back to a 1. I'll put this back to a 1. But this is a 0. And this is a 0. Reverse engineering their little silly algorithm. So second floor should have 2 windows on that wall that it's writing there. Because I noticed that it doesn't give specific points for certain locations. My house could be also facing in the odd direction, but let's see. See? Yeah? Okay. Okay. This is probably how a 3D printer kind of works, if you really think about it. God, this is loud. Jesus. Okay. Stand back. God, that's loud. Back to this. Back to this. This is the closest I've got, 96.7. No, I don't want to do solutions. I thought it was going to give me like a guide. Not a guide, but like a text that I can kind of glim through. Or skim through. So I got a door. So this is a full wall. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 by 5. So 5. Basically splitting this into 5 chunks. I hate this, because then I gotta work with their little logic to create the actual thing. I'm here. I'm reading once in a while when I'm not focused on the puzzle here. I don't play Gao. I don't know what that is. God of War? God of War? God of War? GOW? I probably haven't played it in like 10 years. I haven't played any new games. Unless it's Marvel Rivals, because that was actually entertaining. 7 Days to Die, that's pretty old. These puzzle games, programming games, which have been very interesting and stimulating for my brain. Sometimes I go on Apex Legends because it's pretty fun. I like to snipe and kind of shoot things around the area. PC Builder, that's pretty fun. It's very therapeutic for me. And that's it. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate you too. 96.7. 96.7. Hey, isn't that a radio station in Florida? 96.7. Swear that was a radio station for rock and roll or something. It's a long time ago. I play either Groot, Rocket, Hella, if I'm DPS. I normally play like DPS last, because I'm alright. I'm good in gold and platinum, but when I get to diamond, I'm not a good DPS. But I can basically avoid death with Rocket and keep healing without having to be afraid of like Black Panther or Spider-Man or whatever. I can always avoid death. Groot if basically you need a hard push. Captain America lately has been pretty fun, just going and diving in the back line. And maybe I'll do like Squirrel Girl if they're always like bunched in together and I can just lob a couple of nut grenades. Emma Frost, yeah, that's true. Emma Frost. Yeah, if you want to see more of my like, I don't know, I haven't really streamed Marvel Rivals, but I'm slightly starting to kind of split streams between Twitch, Kick, in YouTube, because I'm seeing a lot more interest in programming and educational stuff on YouTube, but not as much interest when it comes to gaming on YouTube. So I'm probably gonna like turn off a lot of game streams when I'm doing like just chilling with like Marvel Rivals or whatever. So if you kind of like gaming, you want to follow me on Twitch or Kick, you'll see my just general gaming streams. And then YouTube's going to be a focus on programming, learning, logic, probably reactions, stuff like that. And stuff like that. So you're telling me you're 25 and you play Roblox? Look, I'll tell you right now. Don't be a consumer. Be a producer. We just delete Roblox. Not the game, not the whole thing. Just delete the icon to join games from your desktop and make a shortcut of Roblox Studio in its place. And instead of playing Roblox as a consumer, become a producer and start programming in Roblox. You want to be a producer. Consumers are sheep, producers are leaders. So start producing. Stop consuming. That is my lesson for today. Everyone's always a consumer, especially with TikTok and all that crap. Produce something. Create. Expand yourself. Don't, what's the word? Don't shell yourself in like a turtle and just be a consumer. It's just, there's so many consumers. I mean, in a general sense, if you think it philosophically, consumers are just followers of creators or producers. It just goes back to the old axiom. Followers and leaders. It's just the way humans are. What am I talking about? I'm looking at some stocks. 4:30. I need to get ready for a student. I'm gonna stop it here. Oh, I need to get ready for a student. Gotta do some mathematics. Basic mathematic practice. Get his logical brain pumping, brain cells going, and I got some market watching notifications I got to keep up with. So expecting things, probably a case for disappointment. Don't expect things out of anyone but yourself. Always expect better for yourself. Expect yourself to be better one day at a time. As long as you follow those routes, you'll be good. Don't expect anything of others, otherwise you'll be disappointed. Another lesson for you. All right, I'm done for now. I'll be back later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for harassing me, Hybero. Appreciate your attendance and conversations. Enjoy your day and your programming and your Roblox and your stuff like that. But I'll